Lorne?
Hi.
Well, you do realize that I am going to have to set it back 3 months again.
I know I don't realize that. Lorne, we're dealing with so much. It's not easy setting the time back.
Lorne, I can't not.
This is what the problem is. We need to meet.
Lorne, I need 3 months of respect more than I need to meet. I do. If you're telling me I can't have 3 months of no drunken yelling at me and no messaging me outside or calling me outside of those hours, if you're telling me I can't have 3 months of that, Lorne?
You're going to have 3 months of that.
Okay, I need 3 months.
You're going to have more than 3 months of that. All I want to do is meet. I've had 3 pictures of you. It's all I've had. I haven't had videos of you. I haven't had any more pictures of you. I don't have any pictures of you right now because I don't have my other phone. I don't have my computer.
Lord, I need 3 months of respect before I go meet you. I have said that before.
All these other guys get to be around you and spend time with you, and I can't. I'm your boyfriend. I can't do anything with you.
But Lord, you're not acting.
I can't hold your hand. I can't take you out. I can't do.
You know, and my thing is, you keep mentioning your therapist, your probation officer. You keep mentioning your posse. But what about you? Where do you come in where you're held responsible for your behavior? You just expect to be able to do whatever it is that you want, say whatever it is that you want, act in whatever way that you want, and then not have to face any consequences.
Do you realize it's all based around us not even seeing each other yet?
No, Lauren, no, it's not. It is not.
It's all part of my problem is because Vanessa Ann Lee Parker told me she was going to come out 7 times.
Okay, then Lauren, maybe...
Lauren, my mom.
Then Lauren, if meeting someone, if that bothers you that much, then maybe you need to date some chick who's right there in Maine.
Well, when I've got the woman that I want,
well, then you're
I just want to see her. I want to be able to spend time with her.
Then Lauren, you're going to have to do things that make her feel comfortable.
I want to.
But Lauren, you're not doing it.
I also don't ask much when I ask you to just text me and say you'll talk to me tomorrow.
Lauren!
I'm not asking much when I ask that. It's not the first time I've asked that.
How many times has that happened? And before I ask the question, I'll give you the answer. 2 minutes. 2 minute account. How many times have you messaged me something, and then I message you back, and then you keep messaging me questions after questions, and if the answer is something that you don't like, I have to hear about it. Lord, I do not have all day to sit at my phone, and then there's a bunch of times where I'm not even at my phone. So you be messaging me all this time, and I have my phone face down with the volume off because I'm trying to enjoy time with my friends. I am not on my phone all day, every single day.
But when you were driving, you were up during the day. I don't say when you were working, you was up during the day. You would go to bed at night. Now you don't go to bed at night. You go to bed during the day.
Lord, I would have been in bed.
Time with you at all.
I would have been in bed probably 5 hours ago if I didn't have to deal with this, what you're doing tonight. The problem is that you want to do what you want to do and not face any consequences, not be held accountable, and get what you want. You know,
is that all I want is for us to meet.
Okay, you want to
that shit will go away. I'll know if this is real.
Okay, Lauren, you want us to meet, but your behavior is not showing it. And again, if you have to have all these worries Lord, this is not love. If you have to have all these worries about, is she real? Is she coming up? I don't know. Is she sleeping with the doctor, her therapist, this person, that person? Lord, that is not a foundation for a healthy relationship, and that is not love.
When you keep telling me how perfect the doctor is, how perfect the therapist is.
Lord, you talk about these guys more than I do. But I am not giving you anything.
You even sent him right to a therapist tonight. That certainly didn't help me.
Lorne, I'm back. Lorne, what I'm saying to you is that I have not given you enough to be talking about love and marriage and future and whatnot. Like I said, I've given you compassion, I've given you support, I've given you friendship, kindness, I've given you those things and really asked and advice and really asked for nothing in return. But, I mean, I'm trying to give you good advice right now. Saying that you love me and that you want to spend the rest of your life with me is out of line. It's nothing I have done has warranted that kind of behavior or that kind of thinking. And so, rather than, you know, I mean, you know what I mean?
All the time that we've spent together has meant a lot to me.
Okay, Lorne, I get that, but you're talking about someone who, Lorne,
who shows me that I'm more than just a person.
Okay, Lorne, I'm trying to give you good advice, okay? Nobody on this planet who you have met and who you have only known for 9 months that you haven't met. Hold on, let me go back. There's nobody on this planet. There are no 2 people on this planet who have not met and who have only talked on the phone for 9 months who should get married and spend the rest of their lives together. Maybe they should get married and spend the rest of their lives together, but not at that point in their friendship, relationship, whatever.
Well, we need to meet, too. Face to face.
This planet.
We need to meet, too. Be face to face.
Hang on a second, because Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my Bluetooth. Okay, yeah, like I said, there's no 2 people like that on this planet because marriage and spending the rest of your life together involves a lot more than spending time together, than just spending time together. And Lord, I mean, we've spent a lot of time on the phone, but in terms of time getting to know each other, I've tried to tell you this before. You have a fantasy. And that's the problem. You talk to a person, you develop a fantasy in your mind of what they're like, what they think like, what they smell like, what they move like, their hand gestures that they do. All these things that you create in your head about what this person is like, but you don't know this person. So when you've not met someone...
So wouldn't the smart thing to do would be to meet each other?
Lorne,
all the problem is.
But here's the thing. You're putting, and I hate to use non-vegan expressions, I really do. But in this sense, you're putting the cart before the horse. Because somebody has asked you, and this is really a good thing for you to make a habit of. Those 10 things that I listed off, not getting drunk, not cursing me out, not screaming at me, those are good things to do all the time with everybody, whether it's man, woman, trans, cisgender, whoever. Those are good things to do all the time. And so once you get into the habit of doing those, that's a good thing. So even if it was like 3 months and you had done those things, it'd be like, okay, well, and if I was like, okay, well, I never want to see you again, I never want to see you, you'd still be in the habit of being healthy towards people in your interpersonal relationships. But you're not healthy towards people in your interpersonal relationship when here I am getting abusive voicemails and text messages and stuff. Lorne, I'm telling you, I don't even know what to say at this point.
How do you think I feel when you ignore me?
Lorne,
how do you think I feel like the other day when I tried calling you back when you were still on the phone to your therapist and you wouldn't answer my call? You cut me off. How do you think that makes me feel?
Lorne, I'm trying to tell you.
Makes me feel like, okay, she wanted me on the phone all night before, and if I hadn't hung up, then I'd still be on the phone. So why is she cutting me off now?
Lorne, how you should feel is that you shouldn't be expecting anything from a girl you've never met who is telling you that she doesn't love you. I mean, she likes you like a person, but I mean, Lorne, you should not be expecting her to answer your messages when jump when you say jump, answer your messages when you say answer, pick up every time you call. Lorne, you should not be expecting this. I am trying to help you. It never works. I've had these conversations with you before.
Over 7 hours time, you never once looked at your phone.
Lorne, oh God, you're still not getting it, Lorne. You're still not getting it. Lorne.
I think what you're saying. I'm trying to get you to see what I'm saying.
Lorne, please listen to me, please, okay? Your priorities should not be worrying about whether or not I'm answering my phone, at my phone, playing on my phone, whether or not I looked at my phone within 7 hours. Your priorities should be on you.
And you should also be wondering why she's ignoring me.
God. Lorne, listen to me. I mean, I'm not going to always have these talks. I'm trying to help you. I seriously am. I really...
Breakfast. Come on. Eat some breakfast.
Lorne.
I'm sorry.
Your priorities should not be on whether or not I am at my phone, whether or not I'm looking at my phone, what I'm doing with is the phone on vibrate and I'm using it for sexual pleasure. Lord, that is not what your priority should be. You need to be able to look at people as what they are. Just because somebody has spent time with you on the phone does not mean that you are soulmates and destined to marry this person you've never met. You there, Lorne?
Yeah, I'm here.
I mean, I'm trying to get...
Because it has been so long.
What?
I'm so frustrated because it has been so long. Every time it just keeps getting back and back. And my frustration is built around us not being face-to-face. That's all I care about is being able to be face-to-face with you. We can actually know each other face-to-face, person to person. We get to know each other in our little court.
Reward. That's what I'm hearing on one end, but on the other end, I'm hearing someone who so strongly wants another human... Hello?
I'm here.
No, what were you saying?
I said our first 6 months together, we were awesome together. We didn't have fights like this.
Lorne.
Oh, nah. We've been together 9 months. There's no reason why we shouldn't meet. That's what everything is based around. It's not being
Lorne, it is not based around... Lorne, us meeting is not a Band-Aid for everything, because say I went up there this weekend and spent 3 days up there. Okay, yeah, you know I'm real, but you wouldn't know I wasn't fucking the doctor. You wouldn't know that I wasn't fucking the therapist or going out on dates when I'm not there. It might be a 3-night Band-Aid. Lorne, I am trying to help you, and you're not listening, and you never do. And I might be just wasting my breath.
You don't help me by wanting to push it back 3 months again.
Lorne.
It doesn't help either one of us.
Okay, here's where I am, okay? You claim that you want to meet me so bad. but yet you cannot show 3 months of respect in order to get it, right? So then I say, okay, Lorne, if you are that desperate for a body to be there, if you're that desperate for the human form to be somewhere in your life or whatever, for just another human to be there in your circle, then just I don't even know. I mean, then just it might be better and easier for you if you just talk to someone who is in your state.
No, it wouldn't.
It would, Lorne, because then you wouldn't have all these worries all the time.
It's not just any form, any human form that I want. It's you.
But the problem is that you say this, but then you don't follow through. The problem is that you say these are the things that you want, but then you don't work to get them. I guess you just want everything handed to you. And it's really not how...
The problem is you have all these guys around you that want you, and you come back and tell me they could be underwear models, and then this therapist asks you out on a freaking date. It's a date any way you look at it.
Lorne, forget these guys. What I'm
That's
saying...
easier said than done.
Lorne, but what I'm saying to you is you should not be putting this much stock in someone you've never met. Why is that so hard to grasp? You're talking about...
I believe in you.
Lorne, okay, Lorne. Believing in someone and blindly following them into a pit with lions and snakes is different. And what I'm telling you is I have given you no reason to think that we'll be getting married one day. I'm not planning that. And you've given me no reason to think that that's something that I would want based on your behavior. You talk about the first 6 months were good or are good or whatever. Lorne, the first 6 months were some of the most abusive months that I've known you.
Because of the doctor.
Okay, but yeah, Lorne, but there's always some reason. There's always some reason.
Let me ask you this. How do you think you would feel if some girl was on a three-way with us and she asked me out to dinner, and I said yes, while my girlfriend was on the phone?
Lorne, you are putting too much stock in me. I've not met you, and you're already wanting to control when I talk on the phone, or how I answer your messages.
You just said it, because we haven't met.
But I'm saying we haven't met, Lorne, I'm saying we haven't met, not as if to say we should be meeting. I'm saying we haven't met because you're acting like this to someone who you don't know. You truly don't know someone like this. You haven't met, Lorne. Lorne, within a couple of weeks of knowing you, you're talking about marriage and future and kids. How does that make any sense to you?
I kept getting threatened by the doctor.
Within a couple of weeks, Lorne, you didn't even know the doctor existed. So your logic is, this is your logic. You meet a girl, well, might as well say on the internet. You meet a girl on the internet, and you feel threatened. You meet a random girl on the internet. She happens to be pretty and young, and you feel threatened because she has a close friend who's a doctor, and so your immediate next thought is, I want to marry her and spend the rest of my life with her.
No,
what sense does that make,
that was an impulsive thing.
It was an impulsive thing. Okay, so a marriage is an impulsive thing? How healthy does that sound?
Well, how healthy is it when instead of pushing that guy away, he brings him in
I'm not
closer?
pushing him away because he's actually someone who's here in my state.
Yeah, well, and that's what I want to be.
Okay, but you're not, Lorne.
The only ones that can make that happen is us.
Lorne, but you're not here.
We keep pushing it back, we're not going to never get there.
We don't keep pushing it back, Lorne. You keep pushing it back. If you truly wanted to meet me, and when I said I would pay to come down there and I would pay everything, then you would have been done drinking. You would have been done with the abusive stuff. You wouldn't have been messaging me after 10 or calling me after 10. You would have been done because you would have been a person who was working towards a goal. But
and then those 3 months go by and you don't show up.
Well, then guess what? If I said, well, you know what, 3 months, nope, I'm done with you. The good thing is that you would have 3 months of good behavior. It takes 21 days to form a habit. You would have had, 92 days to make good habits? And then hopefully at that point you'd say, well, maybe I should date people who I can see face to face, who live in my state. I mean, I'm just flabbergasted at this idea that you meet someone on the internet. I mean, you might as well say on the internet. You meet someone on the internet, and then from there, your very next thought is, well, she has friends who she's really close to who are young and professional and good-looking, so I must marry this girl and get her to abandon these friends who she's close with.
Well, the threat was constantly there.
The what?
Put the threat there. The threat was constantly there, and I didn't put the threat there.
But you put yourself there, Lorne, when you didn't need to. Lorne,
did you need to put the threat there?
Lorne,
I told you again on the therapist. You do it again on the therapist.
Lorne,
I'm on the phone. You tell him that he could be an underwear model.
Lorne, you put yourself
pretty nice
there. That would be like me. Okay, let me give you a perfect example, okay? Okay, Senator Cory Booker is my future husband, okay? I freaking love the guy. He's vegan, he's handsome, he's a Democrat. I mean, he's everything that I want to marry. I mean, I'm just joking because I unfortunately won't be able to achieve that. But what I'm saying is, that's what he is. And if I went, okay, Senator Cory Booker lives too far away from me. He lives in one state or 2 states over. But anyway, if I went and decided that I wanted to be his girlfriend, and let's say he had a whole bunch of groupies and friends who were really close to him and stuff like that, but I decide that I want to be his girlfriend, and I inject myself into his life, I have no reason to believe that Senator Cory Booker is going to have anything to do with me just because I tell him to stop having girlfriends, female friends, and to stop and to focus on me. Lorne, do you not see how this doesn't make sense?
It doesn't make sense that you would constantly put a threat there to me.
Lorne. Okay, I don't know how to say this.
To dinner with another guy it's not right when you have a boyfriend. It's not right.
Okay, maybe I need to reframe this, Lorne. When you and I have not met, and I am a single young girl, or any single young girl, talking to someone who's on the internet, the person who's on the internet is not going to take top priority over everybody else in her life, and that is what you have expected from me. You have told me before that you told me that a conversation with you was more important than my 96-year-old grandmother's health. You told me that I needed to get off the phone with Nana, ditch her, and talk to me is pretty much your exact words.
And what you just said was that it's fine that you go out on dates.
Lorne, this is comical.
Do you agree that's what you just said?
Lorne, be quiet and listen to me, okay? I'm going to say this as kindergarten as I can, okay? You, okay, someone who I have never met, someone who has never done anything for me, anything, someone who lives hundreds of miles away, someone who I did not sign up to be the love of their life or the love of their day. You expect me to put you before my grandmother, to put you before my parents, to put you before...
No. Not your grandmother and your parents, no.
But you have said things like that before. You have told me before that a conversation on the phone with you was more important than Nana's health.
That's not what I...
That's what you said. Those were your exact words. Those were your exact...
Get out of her food. Russia, get out of her food.
But those were your exact words. You said this conversation is more important than your Nana's health. Those were your exact words.
Well, I don't remember saying that.
I know, because when you don't remember it, it's synonymous to it didn't happen. But the thing is, it didn't happen. That doesn't
sound like something I'd say, though.
Okay, I can go back to my text messages and read it to you, since that seems to be the way that you like to operate.
Well, I acted like that when you were talking to me now.
Quote, here it is, 9:36. What date was this?
Yeah, how many months ago?
No, it was this month. 9:36.
I don't believe
you said, quote, well, this conversation is so much more than Nana's health with 3 exclamation marks. Nana is 96. 96 and 3 months. She's 96 and a quarter. And you're going to tell me that a conversation with you, someone who I've never even met, is more important than her health? You really must be out of your mind.
Listen to me. I am not, I've told you this before, I'm not used to having somebody that's honest. And I get scared. I feel like I'm being lied to sometimes. And it affects my judgment on what I'm saying and who I'm actually talking to.
Lorne,
that's
you
what
do
I
not
get affected by.
Lorne, you do not have to put this much stock in someone you have not met.
When I'm calling her my girlfriend, I don't expect her to go out on dates. There's nothing right about that.
So what you want to do is
you want for 9 months. Why is it all of a sudden changing?
Lord, what you want is you want to be able to tell someone who's half your age that she can't do anything.
Yeah, so get out of her food.
That she can't do anything that people her age are doing because she's waiting for you to figure life out from hundreds of miles away.
What you're saying is that even though we're boyfriend and girlfriend, it's all right for you to go out on dates.
When did I mention a date? I'm talking about how you talked to me about my grandmother.
I was talking about dates.
Okay, yeah, because you're always talking about screwing and dates and who likes who and all that stuff. I'm talking about how you talked to me about my grandmother. I'm talking about the fact that on Christmas, You wanted me to leave my grandmother and my mother. I told you I was playing Scrabble with my mother, and I told you that Nana was singing to us on Christmas. And you said that what you wanted to talk about was more important than a Scrabble game, and you wanted me to walk away and repeatedly tried to get me to go into the bathroom to talk to you.
That was almost a year ago.
Okay, but Lorne, the fact of the matter is that the behavior's still there. When this month you were trying to tell me that what you had to say was more important than Nana.
Oh, I'm sorry that people have not been honest with me.
Okay, Lorne, see, you're sorry, you're apologizing for your perceived wrongs, but you're not apologizing for your behavior.
I'm apologizing for my behavior. I'm sorry that things that have happened in my past are still affecting me. I'm sorry about it.
Then, Lorne, maybe you need to work that out.
I am trying to change.
Okay, but Lorne, maybe you need to work that out and not drag other people down with you.
Am I dragging you down?
Lorne, are you lifting me up?
Oh, I want to.
Okay, I didn't ask what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I asked what you're doing.
The biggest thing that I want is for us to meet. Then all my problems go away.
No, they don't, Lorne. They don't. They don't.
Yes, they do.
Lorne, but they don't go away.
I'm asking you to let me know you're real. Let me know you're real.
But here's the thing.
Like these other people.
But here's the thing. Meeting does not make your problems go away because, again, you could have seen me this weekend and you still wouldn't know if the following weekend am I going to go out with the doctor? Am I going to go out with the therapist? Am I going to be playing on and sucking on horse dink?
If you haven't done it these last 9 months, showing me you're real and meeting me and staying with me, even when you go back, still staying with me, there's a whole lot more trust there. There's not so much of a word.
Lorne.
I know what I'm saying makes sense to you.
No, it does not. It makes 0 sense. Absolutely no sense at all.
Do you believe more in the doctor because you see him face to face?
Lord, the doctor has nothing to do with this, okay?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it like that. Okay,
I know the doctor.
If you were the doctor only over the phone, would you believe in him as much?
Lorne, I know the doctor. He is here in my state. I've seen him multiple times, not just for a weekend.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but here's the difference.
You believe in him more.
Okay, but here's the difference. I see him on a regular basis. He doesn't get drunk and call me names. He doesn't drink. Well, he can't get drunk because he doesn't drink. And he doesn't have abusive, unhealthy behaviors in his past. But also, if I didn't know, if I had just talked to him online or something, I wouldn't be talking about getting married to him. I wouldn't be talking about, like spending the rest of my life with him. I wouldn't be having those conversations with a guy who I just met, on the internet. That makes no sense. And I sure as hell wouldn't be telling him to put me before his grandmother.
I'll throw that in there.
What?
You gotta throw that in there so I look even worse.
Lord, but your behavior makes you look worse. I mean,
I hate us not being able to be face-to-face with each other, and not be able to see each other yet.
but here's the
Not
thing.
be able to do things together.
But then, Lorne, two things, okay?
Don't tell me that I should find somebody here. Somebody here is not the one that I want.
Lorne, Lorne, but here's the thing. I've been telling you this for months, to stop putting all your stock in me. You haven't met me. You don't know me. I've been telling you this for months.
I know that if you're real with me, you're the one I want.
But, okay, but does this make sense, okay? In what world does this make sense, okay? Well, I love you, you're the one that I want. But I don't know if you're real now. I don't know if you're real. Because you could be completely fake. Like your pictures, and you could be using a voice changer, and you could really be a man, and you could really, like, have body odor because you only bathe, like, 6 times a year, and you might wear ratty-tatty clothes. But I love you if you're not those things that you could be. But I don't know, because I've never met you, but I'm in love with you, and if you are beautiful, if you are cute, if you are funny, and if you are female, then I love you, and you're the one that I want.
You're being honest with me about everything, and I do love you. I love the way you've been with me. I love the way we've gotten along. I love when we laugh together. I hate it when we fight, but shit happens. Your clothes, I don't give a fuck about your clothes. You're wearing ratty-tatty clothes. It's not your clothes that I love. It's you. Be face-to-face. So we know each other face-to-face. So we don't have the reason anymore of we've never been face-to-face, so we don't know.
But, Lorne, that's a big part.
I want to know.
But Lorne, here's the thing, though, okay?
I bought vegan pork bites yesterday.
I think that's freaking awesome. But, again, that's really cool, but that's not love. I'm glad you got vegan porkless bites, though. They're delicious. But that's still not a symptom of love.
I know. We need to meet.
Love?
No.
Lorne, me meeting you is not going to make me fall head over heels in love.
Step forward.
Lorne. Oh, gosh. I'm trying.
Are you going to say it's not a step forward?
Lorne, it takes more than one meeting for that to happen.
Yeah, it takes being face-to-face more. It's got to start somewhere. I was continuously going these 3 months when I mess up because we're not meeting.
Then, Lorne, it's a catch-22 if you put it like that. That might mean that it just is not meant to work out. Because if you can't go 3 months without getting drunk, abusive, or messaging me after hours, then I mean, what am I trying to meet you for?
Can you go 3 months without saying yes to a date with a guy?
First of all, I'm not saying yes to any date. Second of all, Lorne, you want me to be here and not do things like that, not go out to dinners, not have, you're really not a fan of me having
guys. I don't want you to go out to dinners with guys, the movies with guys.
Who said anything about the movies?
Anything with another guy. I don't care if it's your therapist or not. I'm not asking for a miracle. I'm just asking you to stay exclusive to me till we meet and we know for sure. So I'm being that for you. I don't believe in going out on dates where I tell somebody that they're my girlfriend.
Lorne, but what is, we've never met. You're going through girlfriend and boyfriend and everything. I mean, what does that mean when we've not even met?
It means we stay exclusive to each other. We don't go on dates.
So basically, it keeps me on a leash from going out with guys to so that I cannot go out with the guy because he's hundreds of miles away.
I'm on a leash, too.
Lorne, but you're putting yourself on a leash.
Yeah, because I'm staying honest.
Lorne, but for what?
Well, what you're just telling me is that you want to be able to go out on dates while we're boyfriend and girlfriend. That's what you just said.
Lorne, I'm asking you what boyfriend and girlfriend means when you live hundreds of miles away.
It means we stay exclusive to each other. We spend time with each other. We don't go out on dates with other guys or other girls.
So at 24, I sit at home in a robe and slippers talking on the phone with you while all my friends go out.
I don't care if there's other friends involved, but a one-on-one date. Huh?
You do care if there's other friends involved, because when I've said, oh yeah, me and bro and doctor sister are all going to go hang out, you freak out.
Yeah, because that's a little different. That's 4 people. Well, with one guy that's already in love with you, doing everything he can to try to get you away from me. Your brother's wanting the doctor's sister. That's more of a double date.
But Lorne, what am I getting out of this? What do I get out of this?
You get me. The actual me that you should be seeing in person now.
Well, what is me?
Not just trying to get frustrated because we're not meeting. Because we keep getting pushed back.
Lorne, it keeps getting pushed back because you keep violating. I'm not asking you to do anything that is out of the ordinary. That's the thing. I'm not asking you to I don't know. I'm not asking you to do anything that's out of the ordinary. I'm asking you to not be abusive and to be respectful of me.
How do you think my mind is working?
I don't think it is working.
When I know you're planning a date with your therapist.
It's not a date. I've said that before. If I say it's not a date, it's not a date. I'm not going on it with a date mindset.
It's one-on-one with another guy. And first of all, a therapist should not be taking a client out to dinner.
Regardless of what
a therapist and a client is not supposed to be on a personal level with each other. It's like the inside joke you had about the candid shit. You said candy cane. You said candid something else. But that's too much of a fucking personal level.
So now I can't even have a joke with someone. So now I can't even have a joke with someone.
It shows that you're on a personal level with this guy. So you spend more time on the phone with him than what you're telling me about. And it's been on a personal level. How would that look if I did that with Alex? That wouldn't look good. Her husband or to you. That's why Allie doesn't get on a personal level with me, because she's a therapist and I'm her client. It's not supposed to be on a personal level. This guy has intentionally got you on a personal level with him. To me, that's not keeping it professional. You're there to be a therapist, not your friend. You're there to help you through some shit. Not be there to take you out to dinner.
Regardless of what my therapist does, I have said to you before, what's disturbing to me is that you can't even exhibit decent behavior for 3 months in order for me to come up there. But yet I'm supposed to want to I'm supposed to want to come up there and see you and do all this old shit. And You can't even be decent for 3 months?
Do you want to come up here and see me?
Lord, I had no problem with doing it, but not now. I mean, not with the way that you behave. Lord, you can't even go 3 months. You can't even go 3 weeks.
How do you want me to feel when your therapist is asking you out to dinner?
Lord.
You really want me to feel good about that? It's not something that a boyfriend feels good about. When you told me you take your brother with you, you obviously changed your mind in the process.
I haven't even talked about it. I mean, I just feel smothered.
You feel smothered by me? You know, all I wanted was a little text from you saying, I'll talk to you tomorrow, I'm having family time right now, like you did the day before.
But Lord, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not used to having to check in with someone. I shouldn't have to do that. If I'm out with friends...
With you.
You don't have to, Lord. I never ask you what you're doing. Go through... In fact, I have every text message that we have ever sent back and forth. I have never... Almost never, unless you said, yeah, I'm over Tony's, I might have said, you know, what are you guys doing? But other than, and that may have happened 3 times. Other than that, I have never asked you what you're doing, what are your plans for that night. I've never asked that question. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. You do that on a daily basis. I am not used to, nor am I interested in having to keep track of what I'm doing.
Sometimes I just ask you just to say, hey, what are you doing? Just to set up a conversation with you, just to talk to you a little bit. It's not always what you seem to think it is.
But, okay, and sometimes I'll answer in the interest of having a conversation. But if I don't answer, that means I'm not interested in having a conversation. Sometimes I'm with my family, sometimes I'm with my friends, and I just want to be with them.
This personal level with a therapist shouldn't be happening.
See, and you keep going back to that.
I do, because that's where I started from before you changed the subject to that.
But it was the doctor a little bit ago, and now it's him.
I'm not the one that's putting them there in these positions.
But Lord, I put them there because I want them there. And it has nothing to do with
be a threat to me.
Lord, everything is not about threatening you. It's about the fact that I really, truly, genuinely want to have friends and family and loved ones.
The therapist is supposed to be professional in your life. He's not supposed to be on a personal level with his client.
Okay, who cares?
I do.
Okay, I don't.
He's getting a divorce in 2 or 3 weeks, remember? I already know he wants you.
So what?
How do you think I feel now?
Lorne.
I'm not wrong about everything, Ramona.
Lorne, what you're wrong about is the fact that I am being honest with you. You like honesty. I am being honest with you. I am telling you to go out. I am telling you to have a life outside of me. I am telling you to do things, meet people, have fun. I am telling you not to sit at home all day messaging me why I'm not messaging you back, or messaging me at night asking me what I'm doing and then getting mad and messaging me at 1, 2, 3 in the morning about what I'm doing. I'm telling you that. That's what I'm telling you.
And you tell me that you're going on a date.
Yeah, but you keep reverting back to, well, you're going on a date. Lord, I am telling you to have a life.
I am not going on a date when I have a girlfriend. I have a lot more respect for her and for me.
And why do you even want to call it a girlfriend when you haven't met me?
We have been for the last 9 months. Why would I change it? Why would you want to change it? Why would you even mention changing it? You know the first thing that pops in my mind? The therapist. You're on a personal level with him, and you're going on a fucking date with him.
No, it has nothing to do with the therapist, but I'm listening to stuff that he's saying. I'm listening to the stuff that the people around me are saying.
Yeah, that I'm such a bad person.
No, it has nothing to do with... Lorne. If you were a doctor who had a whole bunch of money, who had a great personality, who didn't get drunk, if you were that, but you lived hundreds of miles away, I still would not love you. I still would not be talking future with you.
You're talking future earlier with a therapist online. He said when he moves down here.
Lorne, I said hypothetically, I am not making plans for you to move down here. I've not met you, and I don't know if I would want that, Lorne.
But don't you think we ought to meet so we can find out?
Lorne, but here's the thing. I said, can you respect me for 3 months? You've not done that the whole time I've known you. Can you respect me for 3 months?
I mean, when you said yes to a date with a therapist?
Yes, Lorne, because I don't love you. I am not committed to you in any way.
Really?
No, Lorne.
So some guy asked you on a date?
First of all, that's not a date.
Huh?
That is not a date. That is not a date.
A date to a guy that's getting divorced in 2 to 3 weeks that I already know wants you.
Lorne, I have been honest with you the whole time. And that is not a date.
One-on-one, guy and a girl. It's a date.
It is not a date. I have gone out plenty of times, one-on-one with guy friends of mine, and it was not a date.
Well, you're getting off the personal with this therapist that's supposed to be only professional.
Lorne, you just don't get it.
Really? Did you talk to your therapist yesterday on the phone?
No.
You never did before?
Yes, very briefly.
How long?
I said very briefly, I don't know. Do you want me to look at my call records and tell you?
Okay, how many times very briefly?
1 time.
Does it have anything to do with a professional thing?
Professional thing?
Yeah. Does it have anything to do with therapy?
I don't even remember what it was about. It was, what, maybe 10 minutes? What?
Did it have anything to do with therapy?
Lorne.
You see where I'm going with this?
No,
obviously it didn't have anything to do with therapy.
But Lorne, you're out of line.
No, I'm not. I'm in line and explaining to you exactly what I'm seeing.
Lorne, you're
not wanting to grasp what I'm seeing because of what the therapist is saying. That's bad.
Lorne, it has nothing to do with you being bad. I just said if you had means and money and a great personality and weren't getting drunk and all these wonderful things going for you, but you lived in Maine, it would be the same situation. You have latched on. What?
I was just going to ask you what you saying?
When you have latched on for dear life.
It's something I believe in.
But Lord, why do you believe in this? I've given you no reason to believe in this, and deep down you know that because you have all these books. What?
Why do you believe in it?
I don't. I never said I did. Lorne, what do I believe in? What is there to believe in?
You must believe in me. You must believe in something about me.
Believe in something? What are you talking about?
You're still here with me. There must be some reason why you're still here. I mean, you must believe in me.
Well, first of all, that is not at all a good analogy. There's so many people in loveless marriages who don't believe in anything, but they stay because they're stagnant, complacent, and something's better than nothing kind of thing.
Something's better than nothing kind of thing. So am I just something that's better than nothing?
I am talking, oh, good gosh. I'm talking about the example that I just gave you, Lorne. Lorne, I am trying to help you.
I'm trying to make you see that we need to meet.
Lorne, I have said it.
To keep getting pushed back.
Lorne, but here's what they call irreconcilable differences, I think is how it's pronounced. I have said I will not visit you unless you show respect for me for 3 months. You have said, I don't want to do that, I want you to come now, kind of thing. I will never back down from my position of 3 months with respect. I will never back down from that.
So is it respectable to me that you go out on dates?
And there you go, back to you.
I do, because when you're saying yes to a date to another guy...
I said yes to dinner with my therapist. You said yes to pussy from a girl in a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot.
And I meant that. I haven't done it since, have I? I haven't done anything since.
First of all, I wouldn't know that. That's thing one. Thing two,
well, you can know, because I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, well, you did about that, and you have many times before, so let's not pretend like you're above lying.
I haven't since then.
Hey, Lorne, that's the thing about lying. When you lie, people don't know if you do it or if it's just something that you did, okay?
So how do I know you only spent 10 minutes on the phone with the therapist?
Well, first of all, I don't have a habit of lying. But second of all, you don't, Lorne, because you don't know me. Because I'm not there. You're not here. You don't know me. I could have been having sex with the therapist. You don't know. You don't know me. That's why this kind of stuff is not healthy. Because here you are freaking out all the time because you're worried about some chick who lives hundreds of miles away from you, who you've never met, whose birthday you love to say that you don't know, whose last name you love to say that you don't know, but if she's real and if she's what she says she is, then you're in love with her and you want to get married to her, you want to spend the rest of your life with her, but yet you're freaking out all the time because you don't know these things about her, but you want to be with her. Lord, this is not healthy. I am trying to help you.
You keep saying the same thing over and over. And
it doesn't get through to you.
We haven't met. We have not met. That's the same thing you just said. We don't know each other face to face.
Lord. And I say this
if we met.
Lord, I say this not to throw what you did up in your face. I say this to use an example. I'm not going to mention the age. I'm just going to say what you did. You had a chat with someone, Lorne, and you talked about marriage and love after 6 days. Lorne, that is not healthy. That is not normal behavior. 6 days, 6 months is not enough to say, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Especially when you haven't met. So what you want is you want to meet me so that we can decide that we're going to spend the rest of our lives together and get married. But for me, that kind of decision would take years.
What I want is for us to meet so we can start figuring out what's going on.
So that we can start start building a life together instead of so that I can see if I'm even interested or anything like that.
So that we know. We're obviously interested in over the phone. Why would we not want to know in person?
Lorne, okay, let me tell you this, okay? Because I think I have to say it more bluntly. Because of the fact that you have shown an inability and unwillingness, a determination not to show me 3 months of respect, at this point, if you got a free plane ticket down here and I met you, I would not be interested at all. You can't show me 3 months of respect over the phone. There is nothing that you can do, be, have, say, look, or anything like that in person that would make me interested in a future with you.
We heard to hear that after 9 months.
Lorne, but I've told you similar things before. You asked me why I don't love you, and you kind of got mad at me and said, well, why haven't I tried to love you? You said that. You said that a couple of weeks ago, why I haven't tried to love you. And you said I should start trying to love you.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to?
Lorne!
Because we haven't been face-to-face.
Lorne! Did you just ask me why I wouldn't want to love you?
How are you ever going to see the real me if we don't see face-to-face?
No, forget face-to-face. Did you just said it again. Did you just ask me why I don't try to love you?
I did. You know why?
Why?
Because if you tried to, it would be a whole lot different. You continuously tell me over and over that you don't love me. Why don't you love me? Because we haven't met face-to-face, because we haven't had the chance for you to try to love me.
Lorne, that is not something that you should have to try. That is not something...
No, you shouldn't have to try. How can you not give it a chance if you don't meet?
Lorne, you're asking
me... You keep push back further and further again.
Lorne.
And you want me to believe in that?
Lorne, I didn't ask you to believe in anything, not even Santa Claus. Lorne, listen to me. You are asking me to try to love someone who for 8.5 months has shown me abuse, has called me everything from a piece of shit to a pathetic bitch, who gets drunk and has left some of the most egregious voicemails I've ever heard on my phone, left some of the most disgusting text messages I have ever seen on my phone, has called me repeatedly on my phone, and you're asking me why I don't try to love you? Answer me this. Name one thing that you have given me to love about you. Just one thing.
I'm giving you my heart, so I know that I love you.
Well, but I've never asked for your heart. Why would you give your entire heart away to someone you've never met?
Because I believe in you.
Lord, but there's nothing to believe in. I've given you nothing.
Because we haven't met.
But Lord, just because you meet a pretty girl does not mean that you give her your heart.
Nothing to do with it. Pretty has nothing to do with it.
Lord, Lord, that is not how relationships start. That is not how relationships progress. Lorne, Relationships do not start because two people meet each other. One of them calls the other one some of the most vile things in the English dictionary and yells and screams and gets drunk and gets out of control and throws stuff around his trailer. And the other one says, I've just got to fall in love with this. So she falls in love with it. And then she flies up to Maine and she meets him and they whatever. And then
they what, abuses her? You got to call the doctor now? Or the friggin' therapist?
I didn't say abuses her. I said, and then they whatever. Meaning, because in your mind, I don't know if you're thinking sex, or if you're, because in your mind, me going up there probably means a lot of sex to you, and in my mind, it does not.
In my mind, it means being able to be face-to-face with you and hold your hand.
Lorne, you wrote me a poem.
I know what I said in that poem. It's not anything different than I've said to you before.
Lorne, but you wrote me a poem and said, when we finally meet,
with you is what means the most to me.
We go to the hotel room, you're going to kiss my feet. Then you're going to sing a song, then we're going to screw. Then in the morning we're going to wake up, we're going to eat, then we're going to screw. I mean, you write me a 5-sentence poem, and you talk about screwing in 2 of those sentences, and then you wonder why I think that that's what you want to do is screw.
No, I want to be a part of you.
Lorne, but what are you being a part of? Someone who could be a fake internet freak, or someone who could, like what? Lorne, what are you trying to get?
Hang on, I got to take this breath test. Hang on a second. All right, I'm back.
All right.
I want to be a part of you, a part of your life. I want that closeness with you. I don't want it with anybody else. I want it with you.
Lorne. I'm going to ask you something, and just be honest. Are you desperate for a girlfriend or a wife?
No, I'm desperate for you and me to meet.
Because what I'm not understanding, and what I probably will never understand, is why there's so much anxiety and why you're so anxious for this future with me to happen when you don't know me.
Why are you laughing about that?
Because I've tried to say it many different ways. I'm really trying to help you. I'm trying to say go out, do things, live your life. Let me live mine. Let's see what happens.
The problem is you go out on these dates. We've never even had to worry about before. But now it's a therapist that's getting divorced in 2 to 3 weeks. That I don't like you. That you're getting on a personal level with, which isn't supposed to be happening.
Well, nothing has to do with the therapist. Nothing has to do with the therapist.
Except the date.
Is this what your therapy sessions are like?
My therapy sessions with Allie.
With whoever?
I told Allie about the dinner date that you had with the doctor.
The doctor?
Yeah. You went out with the doctor a few weeks ago.
I thought you meant to say therapist. Lord, and you know what she should have said? I'm going to tell you what she should have said, and then I'll tell you what she probably said to you. What she should have said was good. She should go out. She should go, even though it wasn't a date, she should go on dates. She should be going on dates. She lives hundreds of miles away from you. She's half your age. She should be going out, having friends, and doing things, and meeting people, and enjoying her life, and not spending it sitting on the phone talking to you. And what she should have said to you is, and you should be doing the same thing with women in Maine who are your age. But what she probably said was, oh, that's so horrible. You know, poor thing, Lorne. You know, maybe she's not who she says she is. Or some effect of that.
What she said to me is, if you do a boyfriend and girlfriend out of respect to you, she should have said no to the date.
Exactly. So basically she said what I said she would say.
And this is coming from a female, not a male.
I don't care if she's a female. I don't care if she's a three-male. I don't care what she is.
Not a female that has gotten on a personal level with me, that has already told me that they have an interest in me.
Lord, it does not matter who she is. I'm telling you what she should say for your best interest, and what she should say for your best interest is probably maybe you should see someone who lives in your state. Because if there's going to be this anxiety, think about it though.
This anxiety is all based around us not meeting.
Oh boy.
You say it time and time again. You don't even hear yourself say it.
Lorne, I have told you, as it stands, based on what you have shown me,
I know,
without even meeting, I didn't even use that word, but without even meeting, there is nothing. I would not love you.
Basically saying that word. They're
What?
calling you a loser.
Lord,
They don't even know me.
what do they have to go on that would suggest that you're not?
Why wouldn't they give me a chance to find out?
The chance was the fact that...
Instead of basing it on something that happened 10 years ago.
Well, the abusive voicemails didn't even happen, some of them didn't even happen 10 days ago.
I was thinking of a...
No, don't thank Emma. It's not Emma's fault. No, I'm going to do... this is where I'll defend her. I'll defend her to the hilt. It's not her fault. It's your fault for making the abusive messages and calls. That's your fault. Don't blame her.
So how do I deal with it? You tell me how do I deal with it? How do I deal with the fact that you got my number from Emma? Yeah, people send me letters. I got that fucking letter. How do I deal with that? How do I deal with you still wanting me to be friends with them, and you still texting her and then telling her that you've been thinking about breaking up with me?
Lorne, how to deal with it is to not put your entire heart in someone who you've never met. That's how to deal with it. What?
It's a little too late for that.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, I told you back when you did it, don't do it. I told you back when you did that, back when you were talking about doing that, I told you not to do that.
But I believe in you, so it's kind of worth saying that.
Lord, you also don't put your belief system in someone who you've never met. This makes...
If I shouldn't believe in you, why would you spend 9 months dating with me after I've been such an asshole? I know I've been an asshole because of the shit that I've been scared about.
Okay, I've spent 9 months talking to you, but I haven't spent 9 months loving you. I haven't spent 9 months planning a future with you. I haven't spent 9 months thinking about having kids with you. I haven't spent 9 months in lust with you. I haven't spent 9 months in like with you. I haven't spent 9 months doing any of those things in any capacity.
You don't like me?
I like you as a person. I don't like you as in I'm in like, which is going to turn into love.
So am I just a passing in time?
No, I mean, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by passing in time?
Just something to do, to pass time.
No, because I mean, I have totally would have had other things I needed to do.
What am I then?
You're Lorne Armstrong.
Huh?
You're Lorne Armstrong.
Who cares? I don't care about my name. Well, I do care about my name, but I don't. Why is this? What if I was Fred Jackass? Would it make a difference?
I don't know. Would Fred Jackass be calling me a piece of shit and a pathetic bitch?
Lorne Armstrong wouldn't. He wouldn't have to make people be pieces of shit in his life.
But see, here's...
I'm trying to fix this. You still haven't answered my question.
Okay, what is your question?
What do you mean? Why does my name have anything to do with it?
So you asked who you were, and I said who you were.
Who am I to you?
Not as much as I am to you, apparently, and that's sad because I didn't want that, and I never wanted that.
But the reason you contacted me was because I was attracted. That's what she told the therapist the other night.
Okay, but does that mean that I wanted to marry you and have babies running around? And certainly, at that point, you had never called me a piece of shit, a whore.
Well, that shit's changing. But fuck, you gotta stop fucking with my head. You keep fucking with my head by bringing these guys into your life, getting personal with a therapist that's getting a divorce in 2 to 3 weeks, going on a date with them. You want me to change and have more respect for you? Find a little bit of respect for me.
Lorne,
I know you must have some there somewhere.
Lorne, that is not me disrespecting you. That is me being 20-something.
So because you're 20-something, then you have to go on a date with the therapist that's supposed to be only professional.
First of all, that is not a date. Second of all, me and the doctor, me and the neighbor, me and the therapist, me and the neighbor's cousin, me and bro, me and Dr. Sister, me and Aaron, me and all of these people are just us being young professionals enjoying life. That's what that is.
But the biggest reason the doctor's around is because of you. The biggest, he even said it outside himself.
Yes,
the biggest reason he's around is because of you.
Yes, he's around because of me.
The biggest reason he goes over your house is because of you.
Yes.
He said that.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Can you hear me?
Yes.
What were you saying? Or what was I saying?
Okay. First, now you gotta hold on a second. Mom just called me, and I'm gonna call her back, and we're gonna be on three-way. And I want you to talk to Mom. I want you to ask Mom if I'm an abusive person physically, or
Wait. What? Okay, fine. I'll do it. Fine, I'll do it.
And I want you to ask.
No, I don't want you. No.
If I'm normally a verbally abusive person, people that I'm face to face with.
Okay, let's do that.
Hang on. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Okay, you can hear me. Can you hear me all right?
Okay. Yes, I can. What'd you do? Just step out of bed?
No, I did not. Good morning, Mother dear. How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm good.
Good. Okay, I have a little surprise for you. Hey.
Huh?
I have a little surprise for you.
What's that?
Ramona is on the phone with us on three-way. And she's going to ask you a couple questions about the kind of person I am. Okay?
Whatever.
Okay. Go ahead, Ramona.
Hi, how are you? I'm fine. So, my name's Ramona, as you know, and, Lorne really wanted me to ask you questions about who he is. I'm a little apprehensive about visiting him. I have, ever since I met him, on the phone, I guess you could say, about 9 months ago, every single week he has gotten drunk and he has texted me some of the most vulgar things I've ever read in my life. He's called me names, he's made threats to me and my friends, and he does this when he's drunk. And that kind of behavior scares me. To give you a snapshot of the things that he said, he's called me a pathetic bitch, he's called me a piece of shit, he's called me a whore, he's called me a cunt, and I asked him, I don't want to get in this, but I'll tell you this. If somebody's done that to me, I would take the hell of them. That's what I would do. Well, but here's the thing. I had said to him, I said, Lorne, I said, you know, I want 3 months of good behavior, and I want 3 months of good behavior, and I will, hang on 1 second. I'm back. Sorry about that. I had said, you know, I want, 3 months of good behavior. Don't call me names. Don't make threats. Don't, don't do any of those things. And I'll come visit you. And I said, but if you violate it, then I'm going to have to start the 3 months over again. And so I said that on July 19th. And he's violated it every week. And so I said, well, okay, so now 3 months starts again because last night he messaged me after 10, which I asked him not to do that. And he called me, no, he didn't call me a piece of shit. He called a friend of mine a piece of shit. And he said and he told me to go F myself. And that's really disturbing to me. And so he wanted you to kind of be a character witness for him.
For in person. And for things that have happened to me in the past with people that was, well, from the internet. Give her an example of the girl, Vanessa and Lee Parker from New York, Mom. 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 Ramona, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Mom, are you there? Hello, she's there and all. I can't tell on this phone. I can't tell. Hang on, let me call her back again. Okay, can you hear?
I can.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah.
Did you get that off?
What?
Did you get that off? No, that's right. So, listen.
Hang on, nothing.
All I want you to do is tell Ramona what happened with the girl from New York when she was supposed to come up.
What?
All I want you to do is tell Ramona what happened with the girl from New York from the internet that was supposed to come up.
I don't think she needs to come up. I think you better get your life straightened around. If you're doing all that stuff, I ain't sticking up for you.
Well, no. I'm asking you to tell her what type of person I normally am, face to face.
Oh, I ain't gonna get into that.
Am I a bad guy?
Well, I'm trying to get dressed. I'm supposed to go with Sharon.
Just, am I an abusive guy, physically and verbally, normally, and face to face?
Usually you're pretty good, but when I heard all that stuff, it makes me mad. So with that, I'm getting off here. I'm getting dressed, ready to go. Bye.
All right, I love you. Okay, you there, Ramona?
So what was the point of that again?
I gotta straighten my ass out. Now you see how my mother is?
I think she's great. I mean,
She's not going to stick up for me if I'm wrong.
Okay, but you expected her to say that you're this great guy, and she didn't say that. That's not what she said.
I was hoping she would say what I normally like, which she said, and normally I'm pretty good. Which is me, in person, when my head is not being fucked with. That's what my whole problem is. I get scared of being fucked with again. Because of what Vanessa and Lee Parker did and fucking Amanda James and Paula.
Are you crying?
Yes. Just really want to show you that I love you and what type of person I am in person. I'm not like this in person. I get scared as hell.
Why are you crying, Lorne?
Because you mean a lot to me. You don't know it. You don't realize it. I'm telling you I love you. I can't take that back. I am not the type of person that does all this shit. I just get so mad because of everything that happened in the past. I didn't deserve it. I was honest with every one of them. And I never deserved to have that shit happen to me.
What do you want?
I just want to prove it for you. You're freaking scared. This therapist scares the hell out of me because he's there. The doctor scares the hell out of me because he's there. They're able to be with you. And I can't do that. I can't do it until we're with me. You're so much more than just a person over the phone to me. That's why I wanted to do that over the phone with Mom. Because she's not going to stick up for me if I'm wrong.
But you thought that she would, though. You thought that she would say... You called your mom.
I figured she would tell you the real person that I am in person.
You called your mom thinking that she would say that you're as sweet as the sunshine and as smooth as dark chocolate, but she didn't say that.
No, because... No.
In fact, she got kind of pissed off because you don't tell her the kind of voicemails that you send and the things that you do.
No, I don't, because I don't want to hurt her.
But it's okay to do it to other people? It's okay to send that kind of stuff to other people?
No, it's not. And I never used to do that shit.
You don't tell your mom that because you don't want her opinion of you to be changed.
I don't want her thinking that I say that shit, but I do. And I'm going to sit down and talk to her about that stuff. But at least now, by doing that, I have some ground to stand on with my probation officer, and my counselor, and with my therapist.
What ground do you have to stand on?
What are they going to say? That my mother's wrong? That you should come up and meet me right away because otherwise you're not real?
Your mom said for me not to come up. Your mom said...
I know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't have any ground to stand on. All I had was what I was saying, and they won't take that. I needed to hear from Mom. I needed you to say that shit so that I could hear, which I didn't plan for you to say all that shit, but I'm glad that it happened.
Yeah, you had no clue that I was going to say all what I said.
I know it's me now. I know it's not. I know it's shit that I need to fix that pisses me off because I know you're being honest with me about everything. I hate it when I do that. I can hate it so bad because I see the past.
Are you crying?
Yes. And I can't fucking help it. I'm trying to not.
It's okay.
God, these fucking people did to me in the past and really like fucked up.
Everyone cries at times.
I really wish that you were the first one that I ever met on the internet.
Well, you kind of don't wish that because you kind of don't wish that because I started using the internet when I was like 11.
Oh, no, that's really, that's not quite what I meant. The shit that the people from the internet did to me is fucked right up. I had all my heart into being honest. And that's how I was raised. I never, ever, 2 years, 2.5 years. And Amanda James wasted 2.5 years of my life to find out that she wasn't even the person that she showed me she was. She wasn't even the person in the picture. And about her was real, except that she worked in a library or a video shop.
Wait, which was it? Those are two different things.
Well, they sold books and videos. They sold a bookstore, I guess it was what it was.
No, you've got to get your life together. I've been telling you the same thing that your mom tells you.
I know.
And you didn't plan for me to tell her everything. I just told her the truth.
I know. I'm glad you did. Now I got.
But if you're glad I did, why didn't you ever tell her?
I didn't want her to think that I talk like that to anyone. I don't normally talk like that to anyone.
So that is your normal behavior, because you've done that. You've done that with Emma since you've known me. You've set her.
I did that with Emma because Emma did shit that was disgusting.
But the day that you asked for her pussy tits video, you had called her repeatedly, and you had called her. What did you call? You called her a weirdo, and you were demanding to know who she was fucking, and then she said she was fucking the dog, and then you said, well, I'll make fun of you for fucking the dog.
She's the one that said fucking the dog.
That's what I said.
Emma did some fucked up shit to me. I believed in her. I never thought for a minute that fucking did all that just so she could put shit about me on the internet. Do you see why it fucks me up?
Say again?
Do you see why this shit fucks me up? 2.5 years of Amanda James, a year of Vanessa Hanley, Parker, and then Emma. I put my all into believing in these people, and they turn around and do this shit.
But why? That's the question. Why would you do that after knowing that?
Because I was raised to be honest. Not be stabbing in the back.
Well, why does it have to be an all or nothing? Either I'm, quote, honest, or either I'm, quote, stabbing people in the back.
Because I don't want to go halfway.
No, I mean, why can't it just be you meet people, get to know them, and, like, why is it just I put my all in?
Because I don't want to be dishonest with you about me. I'm going to give you my attention. I want you to know that I'm me. I don't want to lie to you about the person I really am. I mean, that's some fucked up shit that I shouldn't have gone through.
Because you never told me that you were this violent.
But I never was this violent. I've never been verbally abusive to anybody until friggin' Emma.
Somehow I don't believe that.
Well, you can believe it because I never had been. She did that to me.
That's a really hard sell. That is difficult to believe that all of a sudden
it was after all the build-up.
Okay, so there was a build-up, and now you had a complete personality switch. That's where the BS is, because
no, there was no BS at all. Me and Emma were great, as best friends. I thought that way. because I thought Emma was being true and honest and a real best friend. And then I turn around and find out that she's doing all this shit just to put stuff on the internet about me so she can make money off her YouTube channel. That's what fucked me up.
In her defense, because I think she had, what, 60,000 views, if even that. That's like maybe $40 in YouTube money. I mean, she spent more than that on a t-shirt for you.
At my expense. She's putting all this information on there about me without my knowledge. So she can make $40 a month.
No, I'm not talking about a month. I'm talking all together. 60,000 YouTube.
$40 a month. That's what she told me.
Okay, that's a lot to go through for $40 a month, even.
Shit.
That would be a lot to go through for $40 a week.
And no shit.
But what I'm saying to you is, it's not an easy sell to say, well, I was this great guy, and then this girl who was supposed to be my friend screwed me over, so now I abuse people, I verbally abuse people, even though I never have before. You either do or you don't. You don't just randomly one day...
I never did before that.
Well, if you did, you never would have started. You don't just start verbally abusing someone because someone you had never met screwed you over. There's always these reasons and excuses that you make for your behaviors.
What you're not hearing is there was 2.5 years of Amanda James.
Okay, but you just said Emma.
Then there's 2.5 years of Amanda James. A year of Vanessa Emily Parker. Then there was Emma. And it wasn't even a love thing with me and Emma. It was supposed to be a best friend thing. With me not knowing what she was doing, what she was actually doing.
I mean,
it's terrible.
No,
it sucks. It sucks.
But Lorne, these are, maybe I'd have more sympathy for you if these were actually people who you had met in real life. I don't know. I've never been to Maine. Okay, I don't know if vaginas in Maine are as common as, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know if vaginas in Maine are like extinct or something. I don't know. But there are women in Maine who you could date. And so this emphasis on online relationships is something that perplexes me. I mean, I don't know if global warming caused the end of vaginas in Maine, but I'm sure they have some in New Hampshire, and that's right next door.
It's not a matter of meeting somebody in Maine.
And what's it a matter of?
Matter of I met you. And I believe in you. And I need to get past this problem that I have. And now with Mom saying that, kind of hit reality that I'm the problem.
But how did you not know that?
Because all I was concentrating on was what everything everybody else did to me.
So a bit of self-loathing?
Huh?
Self-loathing?
Self-pity, I guess. Any more of the correct term, self-pity. And unfortunately, been taken out on you.
So now, because of this nonsense, at 7 o'clock, a 77-year-old lady was awoken with the reality of how abusive and unstable her son is.
Yeah, but at least I talked to her and she can help me through it. I can get past this problem. It's not something she ever really...
I mean, she's not qualified to be your therapist. She's an elderly lady who probably...
My mom, she's an automatic therapist, whether she wants to be or not. And all mothers are.
And what is her payment? Because she raised you. What does she pay to get paid?
I mean, her time to get his head back on straight.
See, because that's not her job. She needs to think about herself. She's 77. She's on Social Security, and who knows if that's going to outlive her with what they're trying to do to it. So, I mean, it's like she has her own issues and she has her own things that she needs to deal with. But you want her to...
have to work again. Us kids are making sure I'll never have to work.
Look, most of you kids, don't give me that bullshit, because now you and your siblings can't even afford yourselves. Living paycheck to paycheck at 50 years old, some of you aren't even getting paychecks, and you think, well, we gotta take care of Mom. Y'all can't do shit for her. She needs her Social Security.
Yeah, she does need her Social Security.
Okay, and then how are you gonna help her?
But they're not gonna let Mom go back to work.
Your sister works at a gas station, and she lives check to check.
We'll all get part-time jobs if we have to. We know that Mom will never have to work again.
Yeah, and everybody, we'll all get part-time jobs. Well, why, if you guys are living check to check, why don't you get the part-time jobs now? So that when you have a crisis, or if you have a crisis, that you can have some money saved up in the bank to afford the crisis.
I'm trying to get a job now.
Okay, well, you're trying to get a job, and you're talking about how everybody else is going to get part-time jobs.
I figure everybody else will.
Okay, do you think
make enough money? I'll start the business back up here if I have to make extra money, even make more money.
Are these the same people who you say use money from you?
Hello?
Or what, are you guys going to sell marijuana out of your mom's house or something?
The hell do we do that for? None of us do marijuana except one.
Who does?
One of them. One of us, not me. Definitely not me. Shit stinks. If me and Richard could make enough money, even though I'm going with no problem.
Or your mom could keep her Social Security and focus on herself and not focus on the drama that her children are going through at 50. Because she's done her job. She's raised you. I mean, she shouldn't be obligated to give you mental and moral support.
Whether you realize it or not, with what you told Mom saying that, the best therapy that I could ever have had.
Is what?
Her saying what she said. You telling her what you told her. Her saying what she said. That is the best therapy that I could ever have.
What, your mom telling you that you need to get your life together? She's been telling you that.
But she didn't know the depth of how I've been insecure. She didn't know about how I've been insecure emotionally.
And so in order for you to attempt to be a decent person, your mom has to know that you're disrespectful with women?
No, but I needed to hear shit from her.
And now her day is fucked.
No, her day is not fucked up. I'll be talking to her again.
Yeah, but, okay, you know what?
Her day is not fucked up.
Okay, you know.
Much harder things than this.
Okay, here's the thing, okay? If I'm a 77-year-old lady, and if I think that my son is even halfway decent, somewhat decent, and I have someone calling me at 7 o'clock in the morning telling me that my son called them a pathetic bitch, a piece of shit, a whore, a cunt, that's going to fuck up more than just my day. Because my thinking is, well, I raised him better than that. And this is how he behaves, yet he doesn't behave like this around me. So is he a chameleon? Is he a sociopath? Or is he just plain freaking crazy?
Or is he just messed up from his past?
From his past and from other people. But all meanwhile...
See, what the difference is, though, is that Mom knows what family members have done to me. She knows that it's affecting me. She knows that the girl from New York, Vanessa Ann Lee Parker, that was supposed to come up 7 times. She knows that affected me. Because Vanessa had even talked to Mel, with his mom's friend/boyfriend at the time.
Okay, she might know that you've had issues with people, but I find...
They still exist. She didn't know those issues still exist.
Okay, your mom, if she's anything like the woman who I spoke to on the phone, is not going to readily make excuses for you.
Exactly.
And so this whole what other people did and Vanessa Lee Parker and all this whole shit, that's not going to fly with her.
No. That's why when Mom says that that's messed up and I need to get my shit straight, I needed you to say that shit to her for me to realize it is me.
So what's the first step in you getting your shit straight?
To stop being verbally abusive to you. Stop freaking out. To know that I can trust you. I have no reason to trust you other than what I was scared of. Now Mom's saying that to me. I can't even be scared of that now. Because you've proven yourself. Stuck with me with all my horse shit. And you have no idea how good that makes you look to Mom.
I'm not...
That's why you haven't been up here yet.
You know, I'd be curious to know the depth of how honest you're going to be with your posse tomorrow, your therapist, your counselor, and your probation officer. Are you going to tell them that...
My class today.
You have sex offender class today?
Yeah, in Bangor I could leave at 8:45. You leave here at 8:45? Be there at 10.
You have class in a few minutes.
No, it's
What, 9, 10?
It's 10 to 8 right now.
Okay, so you have sex offender class. So what are you going to say?
I'm going to say exactly what happened. I've got to be honest. I got to get past this shit. I got to realize the fucking shit that is fucking me up is all just because of my insecurity. Mom saying that shit, I can really made it sink in. That's why it was important that you talk to Mom. Normally I am pretty good.
Pretty good at what?
And decent to people.
Okay, so now what?
Oh, I'm sorry I've been an asshole to you. And you'll get your 3 months.
The 3 months?
I'm going to explain it to my probation officer, my counselor, and Allie. Hey, hang on there. Voice calling. He answer his call real quick. He's trying calling me 4 or 5 times.
You can put me on three-way. I'll just mute myself.
Okay, well, hang on. I'll let him hang up, and then I'll call him back. That way he can be on 3-way.
All right.
And he probably have to be on 3-way. I don't know if he's leaving me another message or what. Okay. All right, hang on. Let me call him back. Are you there?
Yeah. I'm going on mute.
No.
Good afternoon.
Hey.
Hey. You want to see?
Huh?
You want to see?
Am I what?
Listen, you want to see? What are you doing?
I'm leaving. I'm on the phone with Ramona.
No, I thought so. That's why I can't get a hold of you. I can tell when you're on the phone.
Yeah, well, I'm going to leave in less than an hour, too.
Oh, you got your thing this morning?
Yeah.
What time did you say it was? 9:30?
No, I get a thing. They put it at 9.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to Vegas. Just to make a long story short, me and Jackie ate it out. I've been out here, School Street, fighting since 2:30 this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went through 2 pots of coffee and 1 beer.
You need to have no beer.
Yeah, I've had a couple more. Jackie's on her way down. I already talked to Clyde and Chad. Make a long story short, I might stop by Richards and sell some more of that metal. That's fine, but it probably ain't going to be there. If you're not there, I don't really want to be there, you know.
Right. Well, you want to know, so I'll climb to the dog door.
How long's your appointment?
It's an hour and a half. I won't get back in until around 12:30. I get to stop by Mom's after class.
Yeah, I already talked to Mom this morning. So she's anxious to get off the phone with me because Richie calls. So whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care, but talk to the other boys. I don't give a shit. It's at least one helps me out a little.
So I'm on the line with Ramona right now, so let me get my phone so I can her.
Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, well, you can talk and drive anyway with that. Jackie's going to be on her way down a little bit. She's going to go to Walmart. And we're going to make up, and it's all good. I just didn't like, to make a long story short, one, I didn't like it because she's kind of treating you like shit. Because I had to go over and load the trailer up last night. And that's why I got all pissed.
Yeah.
Instead of starting an argument, I take off, you know me. So we'll talk to you. Give me a call anytime.
All right. I'll talk to you.
Okay. Okay, tell her I said hi.
Okay.
Okay, bye. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You there?
Yeah.
Okay. Knows how he is. Did he have beer? A couple more. That's probably the whole reason they started fighting.
So tell me what this means that you're going to do.
This means you're going to get 3 months. This means that you're going to get you 3 months of me acting like a normal human being instead of a fucked up asshole.
No, I mean for your treatment. Because if you're going to be honest with them now, there's a lot more that you have to do.
Well, I've already been honest with that. I told her how I've been acting. I told her that I say this shit to you. She's working with me on it.
And how is she working with you on it when you're still doing it?
Because she's only been working with me on it for, 2 weeks now? And it wasn't completely out of my head yet. I mean, out with Mom saying that. I need to focus a whole lot harder on getting this shit out of my head and getting my shit straight.
Well, why don't we take some time apart while you focus on yourself and doing those things?
Because I want you there with me.
Lord, I have been with you, and it hasn't helped you.
But it's helping me out, and I want you to see it.
Lauren, it's not helping you. It's just dragging me. Like, do you want to drag me down with you?
No, I want to bring you up, and I want to show you that.
But Lauren, you're not up, and I feel like you're dragging me down.
I don't want to drag you down. I want to bring you up, and I want you to see it.
Maybe we should take some time while you work on these things.
I want you to be there with me. You've been there with me the whole time. I don't want you to leave me.
Lord, Lauren, but here's the thing. I have been there with you the whole time. What am I getting out of this, Lauren? Everything is still the same. I know you just say you just had this big revelation, but everything is still the same.
It's not going to be.
But you say it's not going to
see it.
Lauren, how about rather than it's not going to be, you want me to be able to see it, how about you make the change and then I'm introduced to you and then I see the changes? How about we do this?
How long now?
Lauren, take the time and focus on yourself and get yourself together.
I want you there with me.
Lauren, but it's not helping me. It's dragging me down.
But I want to bring you up, and I want you to see it.
Lauren, how can you bring me up when you're so far from up? You're not up, so you can't bring me up.
I'm going to be getting there a lot from now. I want you to be able to see it. I want to share this with you. I want you to see this stuff.
Lauren, you are dragging me down.
I'm not going to disappoint you. I promise.
Lauren, you've already disappointed me. And now that I've told your mom this, and I feel bad because a 77-year-old lady had to hear this about her son, It's like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to see the changes as they happen. I want to see the changes after they happen. Being there for this is not helping me.
Is it going to help us being apart?
It's going to help me.
How's it going to help you?
Because, Lorne, you're dragging me down.
But I don't want to. I want to bring you up, and I want to show you that I can.
But that's not what you're doing.
But that's what I want to show you. I know the problem now is me. I want to be able to show you. I want to prove it to you. Give me a week.
Lorne, no. A week is not enough to make these changes, Lorne. You have a lot that you need to do.
I don't want to spend time apart. I want to be able to show you that
I need to spend time apart.
I'm working hard.
But I need to do things. There are things I need to do. There are things I need to get straightened out. And I don't always have the energy to be on the receiving end of abusive voicemails and 10-hour phone conversations.
Yeah, I guess I'm crying.
You decided you're crying? Why are you crying?
I'm away from you again. So hard when you've been there for me the whole time. The best time is going to be coming, and I don't want you to be away from you. I want to be able to show you this stuff.
I have heard this so much.
This one.
Lorne, okay, but, I mean, it's your mom. She is right. You need to focus on yourself. She is worried that she has a son who's pushing 50 and who she probably feels like was better off in prison because you didn't have all this stuff going on.
Oh, she knows I want better off in prison. Don't want to go see Ramona.
What?
I don't want to lose you. I'm scared as hell if we spend time apart again. Therapist is going to step in.
Oh, gosh. Well, I see no other alternative but to spend some time apart.
Am I wrong in feeling that way? That he's going to step in and take you away?
Lorne, that can happen even if we're not spending time apart, if that was going to happen.
Are you going to let it happen?
Lorne,
You're the only one that could let it happen.
Lorne, the therapist and I, first of all, I'm not dating the therapist.
No, you're dating me.
Lorne, we don't go on dates. You have to go on dates in order to be dating. And Lorne, I need time apart.
Are you my girlfriend?
We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see? This is what I'm saying. We're going to lose each other. The best part of me is coming now, and we're going to lose each other.
The best part of you is... That's almost funny, though. The best part of you is coming. So you have been living a lie for these 9 months, as you like to say.
I've been what?
Have been living a lie. You're saying the best part of you is coming.
The best part of me is so that I'm back to normal again.
What is the best part? The part that's not abusive?
Yes, the part that is me, that is actually me without having a head that fucking feels like I'm being screwed. The part of me that's not scared. It shows you that I believe in you.
Lord, self, and get yourself together.
Are you my girlfriend?
Well, we'll see, because there's been a lot of issues that I don't know.
You saying we'll see leaves it wide open so that you can go out on a date with the therapist and shit?
No,
you see what I'm saying?
I'm not going out on dates with anybody. I have a knee surgery this week. I don't think you understand that. I'm having surgery this week. My focus is getting myself together so that I can walk.
Okay, but what about all this personal time that you spend with the therapist on the phone?
What time did I spend with the therapist on the phone?
Spend personal time with them on the phone. You get to know them personally. And it's not supposed to happen.
The time that I've spent with him on the phone, you were on the phone.
Yeah, but he's getting personal with you, telling you things about his life. He's not supposed to be doing that.
You were on the phone.
I know. And I heard all the personal stuff that he was saying to you and telling you. About getting the divorce, all that. You had to know each other down the road.
Lord, what he says...
that stuff.
Okay, who cares? What he says is notwithstanding. My focus is not him. My focus is me. And that's what your focus needs to be. You. My focus is getting my outward body right, namely my knee. Your focus needs to be getting your inward body right and inside of you. You need to get right inside of you.
How long apart are you talking?
However long we need.
Don't want to be 3 weeks.
What?
I don't want it to be 3 weeks. I know we don't need 3 weeks.
Lorne, you have deep issues that need to be resolved that you should not be running to bring into a relationship.
How can I show you that they're getting resolved? I can't talk to you.
Lorne, they're not getting resolved, and you have been talking to me, and they still haven't been getting resolved.
They're definitely going to be getting resolved now. That's that I needed to hear that shit from my mother. I'm so sorry that I got so messed up. I love you, Ramona. I don't want to lose you. And I hate all this shit that happened to me. I hate the fact to me that I brought you down. I never wanted to bring you down. It's so much for me to bring you up, and I fucking get so scared, and I hate it. I hate that. Oh, I don't hate that. I never realized how messed up I was till Mom said that. That's why it was important for you to talk to Mom. I knew she wouldn't lie about anything.
It took your mom saying that you shouldn't call women pathetic bitches to do that? To realize that that's really fucked up behavior?
No, I knew it was fucked up behavior, but it didn't dawn on me that it was all me. It's all inside of me.
Lorne, but you need to get inside of yourself. You need to get in there and figure out why you do these things, and that's only going to come with the help of therapy. And it's not therapy that's centered around Ramona. It's therapy that's centered around Lorne.
I know, and I know what the whole problem is. It's just can't understand why I would help me so much. I can't understand why I treated you like that. Treated you when I had no doubt in my mind. It's always been honest. Always. And I've always believed in you, even when I said the stupid shit I said.
Lorne, but you haven't. Because how many times have you accused me of cheating, of different guys putting their penises in me, and, I mean, all sorts of vulgar things that you've said. I didn't even tell them those, I didn't even tell your mom those types of things that you've said about all the guys who wanted to stick their penis in me, basically acting and trying to make me feel and believe like I was worth nothing more than a vagina and a pair of eyes. And you did that one. Those are your behaviors.
Well, based on being played with, and I never should have done that shit. You never played with me. Even the friggin' letters I got, I knew you never did anything wrong.
We need to take some time apart.
I want you to remain boyfriend and girlfriend. Concentrate on what we have to concentrate on ourselves. Okay?
Okay, what you said?
I want us to remain boyfriend and girlfriend. Concentrate on what we have to concentrate on ourselves. We're doing time apart.
Wait, you're kind of rambling.
I don't want us to break up. And take time apart. I just want us so that I can fix my shit so you can get past your knee surgery. I don't want us to break up. I've got a lot of stuff to prove to you. I don't want you to think that 9 months has been a waste of time, because it hasn't. I want you to know that you believe in it, and it's not been in vain. All right, I'm out of the store again.
All right. So yeah, so we've got to take some time apart. This is going to be good.
I'm not going to let you down. This time you're really going to see it. I swear to God, there is no way that I'm going to break this promise to you this time. I just don't want us to break up.
Well,
Date
other people.
I'm not going to.
I give you permission to.
I'm not going to say the same thing. You're wasting your breath saying that because I don't want to see anyone else.
What?
You're wasting your breath saying it because I don't want to see anyone else. I'm not wasting these last 9 months. And they've meant so much to me. And I know what the end results were. I'm not wasting these last 9 months when they meant so much to me, when I know what the end result is worth. I know what this shit is worth more than what I've ever known anything before. But at least now I know it's me. And there's no way that I'm going to disappoint you this time. I'm sorry for what I did last night. I really wish I would have talked to Mom about that stuff before. Maybe then I would have been able to understand it better.
What's there to understand?
That I was so scared about. The reason why it was so hard for me to believe in completely not have to be scared. Wish that you and Mom would have talked more before so that she could see what kind of person you are. Probably really would have helped out. But then she believed in you as much as I do. Now she I'm quite sure she does believe in you. Now she probably understands why you haven't been up here yet. At least when I come back today, at least I can go over there and have some talk about it.
But ultimately your plan wasn't to have me tell her about the way that you act.
Yeah, that wasn't my plan. But that's what happened, and that obviously is what needed to happen. If that didn't happen, then it wouldn't have made me realize that it was all me. It's inside that I need to fix.
Say again?
There's shit inside that I need to fix.
Then how are you going to go about that?
I concentrate on fixing it all. Certainly not going to leave you any nasty messages again.
Now, how many times have I heard that one?
You can count on it this time. This time is quite a lot more deeper than before. Now at least I can talk to Mom about my stuff. She can give me her input. And I have a leg to stand on with my probation officer and my counselor and my therapist and let them all know that what Mom said. He told Mom stuff that I do and what Mom said. That's going to shut them right up. Especially my probation officer, because she's the one that's putting so much pressure on me.
How was what your mom said? I'm going to shut your probation officer up.
because she's my mother.
But you said before that nothing you say means anything to them, so how do they know that you're not lying?
Well, because they can ask Mom. I can bring my probation officer right over to Mom, and she can ask Mom.
And maybe you should do that.
I like it, but unless Mom's right at my house whenever a probation officer shows up, or unless my probation officer calls Mom and talks to Mom, she might do that. I know this might be a little hard for you to understand, but I kind of feel like a little, I don't know, the pressure has been taken off me by Mom knowing the way I've been acting.
The break has to start now. We need some time apart.
I hate to hear it, I know.
What?
Much as I hate to hear it, I know. Don't want us breaking up.
So I'm going to get ready to hop off of here.
Love you, Ramona. Don't
Thank
ever
you.
second guess it. Don't ever second guess it, all right?
All right. I will talk to you later.
All right. Love
Bye.
you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.